Okay, so I have done a bit more coloring on my anglerfish. I've got the fins done. Kind of mean what I mean. See what I mean when I was talking about the fins? They're kind of have a weird kind of green to them. You can kind of see the scales and the anglerfish, and I colored in the eyes. I used a yellow and purple color and 2 shades of gray. Not 50. So funny. Colored around there. Let's see. I added some shading. Oh, yeah, I'm retarded. To the little shrimp thing, who's looking at the little light. I decided to make him a krill. He's got a bunch of legs and stuff. But I added 2 tones of pink to him. And I've done some scale stuff to him. I haven't colored him in. What I need to do next is I need to color in his mouth. That's a whole job. I mean, it's a big area. And all this white you see on the page, I'm going to try and make that look like deep undersea. So I'm going to use blues and purples and probably draw in some bubbles. And that's actually a lot of the page. So yeah, I mean, so far it's pretty cool, I think. Yep. That's what I want to do. Colors I've used for the new stuff is, hold on, YG03. That's a yellow-green color, hence the YG. That's how Copic markers work. And it's the lightest green that I used on this. And then on top of that, for shadow, I used YG63. So they have a different saturation level because I don't know if you can see. Copic markers have YG, like you can read it, I don't know, 63. The first number is the saturation level of the ink. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So I might be wrong, you should check that. And then the shade would be the last number. And so it's best if I would have used normally something that was like, since YG03 was my lightest color, normally you would use like a YG04 or 5 for shading, so it'd be a lot more similar in color. But I prefer, personally, to use things that contrast a bit more. I think it personally adds in a bit more depth. And I've also used YG67. So YG67 would be better suited for YG63. The colors that they named these are yellow-green for the light one, and the middle one is pea-green, and the darkest is moss-colored. So kind of swampy tones, but they're really cool. Another different color that I have used is RV34. So saturation 3. It's the 4th shade of darkness in this particular group. It's called dark pink. It's here, hold on. It's the color. It shows you right there on the cap. And I've used that for shading in pinker areas, making them a bit darker. I used this on my krill. And for a few streaks in the fins, kind of like veins almost. I also did the veins in the eyes with these, if you want to see. So this combination of colors in here have been used using RV34 and R20. I went to a Copic class almost a year ago, and they said use color similar, like I just said, but to each his own. This is my personal preference for my certain style. If you're interested in Copic markers, you should really go to a session. You can go online, you can find a lot of tutorials, probably a lot of people that are better suited for telling you about what they remember. You should start out with colored group. I did not. I started out with like 8 very different colors, and so this was the first thing I drew with those markers. I personally thought it was pretty nice. I used dark suntan, I used an orange, I used YROO, which is, I don't remember what it's called, but YROO, and it's kind of a fleshy tone. It's a very common fleshy tone. And I used the dark suntan for that, and then the hair I colored in with that flesh tone, and then I went over it with yellow. I don't remember what yellow, don't ask. And an orange, red, and blue for the jacket. And there's a green in there, I believe, for her eyes. You can't really see it. It's blue and green, but yep. Oh, and gray. The grays I used are C1 and C3. The grays for the Copic markers are pretty cool. It's a cool gray. There are different types of gray. There's cool, there's warm, there's neutral, and they all have different shades of gray. There's like 50 each. And I only have cool grays. I should probably get some of these markers refilled. A lot of them are pretty dry. And I need some warm grays. Those are pretty nice. I like them. Cool grays, pretty nice too. Maybe a neutral, I don't know. I'll make a video eventually of me personally drawing eventually. The only camera I have at the moment is built into my laptop. This is what I have to work with. And it's kind of hard to be all like, here, watch me. Oh, wait, oh, no, I could do that. Oh, well, I'd almost have to shut my laptop, but it's kind of a weird angle to draw. Maybe that'll be my next one. So,